After a week in Rio, we had the privilege of going to Ouro Preto, Bernardo's hometown.
Yeah, the trip down here we were told was around 4 hours or so, which is pretty chill, but unfortunately we had one of the guys super sick. You know, our weak tummies aren't used to this Brazilian stuff, and we were pulling over all over the place and just stopping at random stops just to chill and just hoping it would pass, but it wasn't passing. We just made for a bit of a long one, so I think it was maybe 7 hours or so until we finally got there. And it actually worked out really good because with the time delay, we showed up right for some banger light. And
we didn't even go to the hotel, we just went straight to the zone because it was on the way into town. So we pulled over, he showed us the zone, the light was firing and Nic was still dying. But we were like, oh man, like we gotta kind of just shoot this now. And that situation, we were like, okay, we only have so much time. We gotta get this little shoot done in this zone with these massive jumps with this crazy epic backdrop of rollies, green mountains. And so yeah, we got there and just unloaded all the gear. Stevie and Bernardo started riding and they were just teeing up sick whips, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we'll be getting to Nugs with Bernardo, that's for sure.
If that's the appetizer, man, the main course is going to be a double whopper.
Light is cracking, but I keep blowing it. I'm trying to get the loose in the air, and as soon as Bernardo starts peaking and bringing his whip back, I've been zooming in, but I'm an idiot and I didn't put it on end trigger, so I didn't record anything. I nailed my shot, but I didn't record anything, so hopefully this run I'll get it. It was awesome. It was a good bonus session that none of us expected, and I think it's some of the best stuff we got with Bernardo. Yeah, dude, it's exactly what I needed. We showed up in Ouro Preto and driving through the streets, we didn't really know what to expect when we got there, and pretty much feels like you're driving down like a rough logging road all the time. The streets aren't made out of like bricks, it's actual stones, like stones kind of up on their sides all stacked together, so it's really rough, and you can tell that it's a really, really old place just from the streets.
When we first met up with Bernardo, he shows up in his nice little Ute style, newer vehicle, but that was his dad's, and he just, oh, I gotta quickly go grab my car, and you know, not sure what he's grabbing. He grabs the sickest little Volkswagen Bug or Beetle, whatever it is. Original motor, original everything on that thing. I think he said it has over 500,000 Ks on it, and I think 10 Ks here is like 100 Ks at home, just the beating it takes on a vehicle because the roads are so rough and rocky, and that thing's just holding strong still. Right off the side of one of the streets, you just walk into the bushes, and then he has these like 4 lines that all kind of side by side turn through the forest. And
just showed up at Bernardo's second zone he's showing us here. He's obviously loves the jumps, man. He's got some crazy stuff in here. Just, I don't know, like I think 3 different lines of just flowy berms and jumps, and just super sick area.
It was cool to learn that he'd been riding there pretty much since he started riding. And it's cool to see what it developed into.
Must be playing soccer. There's no way school's that fun. It wasn't when I was in school, that's for sure.
We got up early enough that we were able to film a bit before the sun burned all the clouds off.
Ask teenagers, OGs, and ask the kids what the definition for classic is.
I'm a roast. I went up my nose.
And then went for a rest and lunch, had an acai.
Acai berry is pretty popular down here in Brazil because it's grown here, and it's just one of their treats, snacks, desserts, and we're all just loving it because it's just like this spoon-fed Slurpee, and it's just like the most amazing, refreshing feeling. We got to meet Bernardo's whole family, like his mom, dad, his sister, and his grandma, and you can tell right away like he's got a really good family, like really supporting and just really close to each other. So he was really happy and proud to show us his grandma's house, which is like a 350-year-old house that's right in the center of Ouro Preto.
And we had no idea what to expect. We went upstairs and it was very wide open, lots of ancient portraits on the walls, very rustic and classic setting. It basically looked, it was like stepping back in time.
It's pretty wild that we definitely don't have anything that old and that's held up at home, that's for sure.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can only imagine an original home built 300 plus years ago. It's kind of hard to just explain in words how beautiful it was.
There you go, guys. So, sweet. Ciao.
Back in 2003 or 4, I was just downloading videos, random videos of freeride and downhill mountain bike, and I kind of downloaded Dropping Season 1, and I remember the intro said, brought to you by Pink Bike, and this is how I met Pink Bike. I just, I got stoked on the site, and I was like searching every day for things like road gaps and random photos of Kamloops, Whistler, and places like this.
It always goes this way filming. There's always the tough days where you're hoping for something and you don't get it. Like the other day we woke up super early, got to this zone just hoping for basically no light or no sun patches, and basically got the most sun we got the whole time.
That's like asking to come to South America and not have diarrhea. It's like asking for a cloud on this blue day.
Yep. It's hard to be stoked when you're filming in just the shittiest light possible. Yeah, I'm all good.
Dude, that'll run in a newspaper? No, that's better than that.
My Smith Optics polarizer for my phone. Surprisingly amazing, actually. Like, world of difference there, my friends.
Bill had to pull out on one of the days. I think the second day we were here filming because he was just feeling way too sick. So he had to stay in while we all stayed out to shoot. And we ended up actually hitting a really epic waterfall while he was in bed. So that kind of sucked that he missed out on that because it was a pretty epic zone where we just cruised in on all this slick rock with like some mellow water flowing, and we're like, oh, where the heck is this waterfall?
We're supposed to be going to a waterfall that drops into a cave, into the ground, so not really sure what to expect, so it's kind of head out there and see what it's like.
And then Bernard's like, come, it's down in here. He's just running ahead and showing us, and then you could just see like the water just kind of goes through these cracks in the rock, and then you could hear it down below, but we couldn't see. He's like, whoa, what the heck? And he runs down below, and he's like, come. And then we just see like it's just like you crawl down and you crawl into these rocks, and then it just opens up into this huge cavern where the waterfall is just flowing down like through the rocks, just blasting off. And super hot day, so we're all just like,
I've never seen anything like this, and it was just so crazy to go in there. Like I wouldn't have dared going into that dark cave if Bernardo wasn't there. I was just like kind of creeped out, but it was pretty wild.
Unfortunately, we've had a few hiccups in this trip, and it hasn't been the most productive when it comes to getting riding shots. We crushed it with the culture, and it's a super rich part of the segment, but we're making a bike movie, so.
The only option was really to extend the trip by a couple days, so we rearranged our flights to fly back 2 days later. So we're leaving here because Bernardo has got to fly off to a race in Chile, and we're gonna zip back to Rio tonight and finish up filming in that freeride zone to get the last of the shots that we missed out on from when Stevie crashed.
It was cool. On our way out of Ouro Preto, we kind of took this little back road, logging road style road, and turns out it was actually the road over to Bernardo's little area.
Bernardo's in a pretty secluded area, cool dirt road to get to his house, and he's made his own little gym. He's got cool bamboo, like almost like a boxing ring style fencing around it, and he's working on it. He's doing what he can to get strong and keep fit for riding, and it's cool to see his motivation building that cool little workout area.
You know, okay, you know, you're a racer, you go to the gym, all your weights and machines and everything's there laid out. It's very affordable, but for Bernardo, who lives in the mountains, it's, you know, the nearest gym's about 2 hours away, and it probably costs 4 or 5 times more than what we pay back home. So his father built this little gym for him in their carport.
So, feel home if you guys on the back.
Dude, much
that was good. We have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Good adventure.
You don't want to cry, so.
Well, the last day of the trip, I think, was one of the most crucial days of the trip for a few reasons. The biggest one was morale. We were all kind of like not super stoked on all the shots we got. Like, what we got is really good, but it wasn't enough. We needed some meat on the bones, you know?
Feels like I'm gonna break this third world shovel head off this handle. Oh. How you feeling, Harookz?
I'm in a lot of pain right now, man.
Oh.
So today's the last shooting day we have here in Rio. We fly out tomorrow, so we're just gonna hopefully go get this awesome light and kill some sweet shots.
This dirt is just ruining the gear. Gets in everything. Fuck.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head up there, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright.
Swoosh!
Alright, drop it.
We ended up getting all the shots we needed to get at the free ride zone. We were all super happy about that. The light worked out really good, and then it raised the morale. Everyone was happy, and yeah, we just went back to our place and grabbed some beers and some champagne and celebrated because it's been a long, crazy trip. So yeah, it was a good day to finish it off.
Come on, Sammy, did you win a World Cup?
Yeah, we were basically just a bunch of children showing up with no idea. Our first day getting lost and that, and then we had Kaio and Marcio. They've just been hooking us up and helping us out the whole time. And without them, this trip wouldn't even be half as good as it was, or even anything. They've just totally blown us away, shown us everywhere. Pretty much just been our chauffeurs every day and hooking us up, so it's been pretty unreal.
We couldn't even make it home. We couldn't even drive to a location and then make it home on our own. We needed to follow them everywhere. Just a power crew, you know, there's always multiple cameras running. Everyone's doing their part where they can, whether there's a line being built, well, there's Stevie's filming on another one, or, you know, someone's running to the grocery store to get some more water before we all die, or, you know, something like that. So everyone really pulled it together and did their part and absolutely killed it. So a very successful trip down here in South America.